And welcome back to Wenzel's World. I'm in the shop today doing some work. I had a fireman, young man, come by the other day wanting me to build him a radio case to keep his radio in with a strap to go around him that would hold it, and a headband, hat band, helmet band to go around his firefighting helmet. So I've been working on that this morning. And so I got the pieces cut out. That'll be the case to put the radio in. Of course, that right there will go on the side of it like that and come around like that right there. Wants it all done in black. So I got those pieces cut out, ready to dye black, and then around the helmet then he wanted this band to go around it with his last name on it right there. And on the end of it there is, he wanted a 4-leaf clover on each end of his name right there. So wants that done up in black and so forth. So we got that. The only thing I didn't get cut out was the shoulder strap. I haven't got it cut out yet, but I've been standing up here doing this and then stamping those letters in the name and do that carving there to where I've got to a place where I want to sit down now and just relax. So then I'm going to sit down here and relax, and you can relax with me then. So let me pause this and get set down, and we'll be with you in a moment. All right, well, I'm back down here with you now, or back with you, sitting down. And let me get my pipe lit up, because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to sit down and relax a little bit and think about this thing some more. So well, my pipe I got here today is my Peterson Army Mount Bulldog. And so that's what I got out here today. And I got one of these butane lighters. Got that long shaft up there to it. You can just refill them. And in this pipe, I got some Peterson's early morning pipe tobacco. So anyway, well, so what you up to? How y'all doing? Yeah, after that fella left, the young fella wants the fireman stuff made. Got a phone call from a man I'd made a dog collar for. He wanted a couple of belts made up for somebody to give away for Christmas, so I got them to try to do this week. So, and it's a good day to do it, although it's cold in this shop. You can tell it's just bare walls. I mean, there's nothing between me and the outdoors, but I think it's a quarter of an inch, 3/8 of an inch siding on these walls here. I never finished this thing. It ain't too bad in the winter when the sun's shining and a little heat in here is just fine. But on these cloudy days, like it is today, and with all the snow that we've had today, and I think this is the 4th snow that we've had. So with all of that going on then, why, it's pretty chilly in here. Well, last time I looked, it's about 48 degrees in here. That's too cold for me to work in here. But anyway, I'm doing it. It's better when you're working than it is when you're sitting. Although I got this little old ceramic heater down here at my feet, so, and I got that other little old propane tank over there, and that there, whatever you call that, a heater that fits onto the thing, it don't stay on by itself no more. I had to keep a clamp on that button you push in. I don't know whether it needs to be taken apart and cleaned or what, I don't know, but you can't, it won't keep itself lit anymore unless you keep that button pushed in. I got a C clamp on it holding it in, so it makes a lot of hissing. It's a constant hiss. So it probably be a little bit more what we want to listen to on this video. So anyway, so, and this here lighter, it don't want to light real good. Might be because it's too cold in here. So we got some matches we can put to it if we can't get it to go. Yeah, boy, it's been chilly some. It warmed up some yesterday. Got up to 45 degrees or something like that, I think. And we had sunshine yesterday morning. It was right pretty. But it began to cloud up. And I was surprised when I looked at this morning and seen that thin layer of snow. And then even more surprised after I left the study in there and went out to feed, and it was really coming down, the snow was. Big old thick flakes. So it's a wet snow too. So I don't know what the temperature is outdoor, 30 something more than likely. Well, trying to keep my coffee hot on this burner over here. I got, what have I got coffee pot wise? Over there at the house, I've got one of them automatic drips. If I'm in a hurry, I'll use it. Then I got one of them percolators, like you'd use out on a camp or something, at a campfire. It just sits on top of the range. Of course, we got one of those propane ranges, and so you got flames there with that. So that's how that their coffee was made up. That's how I prefer to have it. It's percolator. You know how they work. So anyway, you can make it up where it's pretty strong. I don't make it up as strong as one of my relatives does. He makes it up real strong. He likes it that way. I guess one reason because he puts some type of creamer in with it. So I don't use coffee creamer. It's not to say that I don't ever use it, but I don't buy it. And if I do use it, then it's because I'm at a motel, or most restaurants don't have coffee creamer that's flavored. And if I am going to use coffee creamer, I'd rather use flavored creamer. But I don't buy it because I don't use it here. I just soon to have the good black coffee myself. So, but to each his own. I mean, here where we live, we got so many choices. And when I say here, I mean here in the good old U.S. of A. in our what's supposed to be a federal republic. Oh me, let's don't go there. Do we have a federal republic? Well, you know the answer. I said I wouldn't go there. I'll leave from there. Okay, so you don't want to stay lit, huh? Yeah, boy. Well, them matches ain't worth bringing home, are they? I may be running out of backer. I don't know. I ain't bothered to look at it for a while. Let me run one of these pipe cleaners through it. See what that does. Come on out of there. I got a filter in there. Cuts down on the harshness of it when it gets low. Cuts down on the harshness. Double that thing up, clean that pipe out of there. Yeah. Y'all reuse your pipe cleaners? He said, why would you want to use no dirty pipe cleaner for it? Well, that's them charcoal filters. You hear that shaking up in there. Yeah, I reuse them pipe cleaners. I use it as long as I can until it gets just so dirty and nasty on the end. And then I'll take a pair of pliers over there, wire cutters, and I'll just, that old dirty end right there, I'll just cut that off down here then. Why, it's still clean like. I'll use that thing plumb on down. I ain't got about that much of it left. Try to get all the use I can out of it. Anybody else do that with pipe cleaners? Well, I tell you what, I'm really doing good on the lighting today, ain't I? Let me get some of this ash off of here. I'll sweep the floor up later. It's got leather shavings all over it anyway. Let me try this match again. What's wrong with them things? Well, I tell you one thing. Them things ain't much pumpkin, are they? And it could be because they've been out here in the cold in this shop. That might have something to do with it, you know. I don't know what the humidity is right now, but I dare say it's high. You wouldn't think we'd have high humidity and it's snowing, but you know, I'm not a weatherman. So, well, I can tell you one thing. Them matches ain't worth a hoot. I guess I'm gonna have to get up and go in another room and hunt up a lighter. Well, we got that thing to work a little bit. I tell you what I'll do. I'll stick it in my pocket or under my arm or something. I ain't got no pocket in this here little old jacket I got on. It's some more of a video, ain't it? I don't see why anybody wants to watch this channel. I don't have any good reviews on tobacco and stuff like that, so anyway, but I appreciate you folks watching. I'm gonna try to do a giveaway when I hit 2,000 subscribers. Now, I ain't trying to, okay? You say, well, how did you ever get to 1,900? You tell me and we'll both know. I ain't done anything. I don't know what to do. But I'm going to try to do a giveaway for you folks, not for me, because I don't care about trying to keep up with all that stuff. That's the reason I've only done one. When I hit 100, I thought, wow, I've really done something. I've done a giveaway when I had 100 subscribers, and I ain't done one since. So I'm going to try to do one whenever we hit 2,000. So, which ain't far off. I think it's 1,971 or something like that. So, like I say, I ain't shooting for subscribers, but don't unsubscribe. So, but anyway, I'm glad that those of you that watch get something out of this channel. And I know it's not real good on the different tobaccos that are out there and what they're like and how they taste and things like that and all, but every channel's a little bit different. I'm glad we got channels like that. There's some people on here, and I'm not going to mention because they're too numerous to mention, that do real good reviews and tell you what their opinions are. And when you know about what their taste is like, and if their taste is like your taste, you could depend upon what they say then, that when they recommend something that they like, more likely you're going to like. So that's real handy for that. But anyway, I shouldn't have got on all of this stuff that I got on, and I'm going to let you folks go. 16 minutes. Maybe that's long enough for everybody. So I thought I'd check in and let you know I'm still on the top side of the earth. Usually whenever people say, you say, how you doing? They say, well, I'm still on top side of the earth. How about you? And I say, well, heaven don't sound too bad to me. Amen. I can tell you right now, heaven is a whole lot better than this old world. Well, anyway, till we meet again, y'all have a good one.